From across the nation and around the world, for Pacifica Headlines, I'm Jesse Lent.
We perhaps have the makings of a deal here.
U.S. and Iranian negotiators reached a tentative agreement yesterday to extend the ceasefire in the 3-month-old war by 60 days and start a new round of talks on Iran's nuclear program, an unnamed U.S. official familiar with the matter told the Associated Press. At the time of this broadcast, Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent's one-line update on the agreement from the White House briefing room that we just heard is the only official statement we currently have from either the U.S. or Iranian government confirming the ceasefire extension. According to the AP, President Donald Trump still needs to approve the Memorandum of Understanding. According to the U.S.-based human rights activist news agency, at least 3,636 people have been killed in Iran by U.S. and Israeli strikes since their joint war against that country began on February 28th. At least 254 of those killed were children. According to Al Jazeera, at least 26 Israeli civilians have been killed. The Pentagon reports that 13 U.S. service members have been killed and 415 wounded. Lebanese medic Wa al-Alamin told Reuters he was sitting outside his brother's home in the town of Bedias on May 10th, drinking coffee and watching his children play. He saw an Israeli drone flying above, but did not believe it would target children. Moments later, the drone exploded over his head, detonating the home, killing his brother, and wounding his 8-year-old son, Hussein.
I went in like this, and I found him trapped under concrete and stones, his head down and his legs up. He told me I'm here, and then I truly got a surge of strength. I ran closer, picked him up with my hands, and rushed out with him. There was no ambulance. We saved people, and suddenly we needed someone to save us.
An Israeli drone strike today killed a police officer in the Lebanese town of Abba, according to Lebanese National News Agency. Emergency response workers recovered the bodies of 2 people killed in an overnight Israeli attack that targeted a house in the town of Terdeba, Lebanon. Yesterday, Israel's Air Force carried out a strike on a southern suburb of the capital city of Beirut. Lebanese and Israeli military officials will hold their first security talks today in Washington. Hezbollah has dismissed the talks and repeatedly called on the Lebanese government to withdraw from them. The militant group believes that Beirut doesn't have the leverage to stop the war and have Israel withdraw its troops. The ruling authority persists in pursuing a downward trajectory, compromising both sovereignty and rights under the pretext that it is compelled to continue direct negotiations with the enemy, Hezbollah's parliamentary bloc said in a statement yesterday. At least 3,269 people have been killed in Israeli strikes since the start of the war, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry, with over 9,800 wounded as the U.S. and Israel's war on Iran enters its 91st day. Israeli airstrikes have intensified across the Gaza Strip, with attacks reported in Deir al-Balah, Khan Yunis, and the al-Shati refugee camp, killing at least 3 people. Where is the ceasefire that was agreed upon? One man from the refugee camp screamed at an Al Jazeera cameraman. "Save us, world," said another. "We are dying a slow death." The Palestinian news agency Wafa reports that 3 people were killed early this morning in an Israeli attack on the southern Gaza city of Khan Yunis. In the north of the Strip, 5 people were injured in an Israeli attack on Yarmouk Street in Gaza City. Al Jazeera reports that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered his troops to seize control of 70% of Gaza. And former Attorney General Pam Bondi will testify today before House lawmakers investigating Jeffrey Epstein's sexual abuse cases, the AP reports, a long-awaited appearance that the Justice Department had initially said wasn't necessary after the president fired Bondi back in April because she was, quote, subpoenaed in her capacity as Attorney General, a committee spokesperson confirmed to the BBC. Bondi struck a defiant tone in previous public testimony, mocking lawmakers with a binder of specialized insults the press nicknamed her, quote, burn book in a reference to the film Mean Girls. It's unclear whether she'll bring the same approach today, now that she is no longer heading up the Justice Department. The session will be held behind closed doors. Those are the latest Pacifica headlines for the Pacifica Network. I'm Jesse Lent.